The legalization of recreational marijuana has sparked all kinds of questions, and tonight, the big question: how will this affect the southern Arizona economy? As more people head out to purchase their legal cannabis at dispensaries, people wonder, are local growing operations keeping up with the demand? News 4 Tucson's Austin Walker taking us behind the scenes into a greenhouse for the answer.
Row after row of marijuana plants growing right here in southern Arizona. At first, it was just for medicinal use, but now it's shifting to recreational too. Will they keep up with the growing demand, and what are the lasting effects?
It's growing too, quickly growing.
Charles Remy is the general manager of NatureMed.
7 to 8 weeks.
He's been in the marijuana business for more than half a decade.
It's been an exciting, fun journey to watch it start as a very small market.
But now it's anything but that. Seeing a single seed sprout into what could be a driving force of the southern Arizona economy.
Here's where we veg them out.
At first, according to the state health department, grow houses and dispensaries catered to 240,000 medical patients. But those thousands growing like weeds into potential millions.
In about a week and a half.
After the passing of Prop 207 back in November, lines of people waiting to get their hands on state-approved recreational cannabis.
It's about time.
We've all been wishing for this since the beginning of waiting for marijuana to be legal.
As the market shifts to include recreational users, Remy says growers are having to accommodate.
The scaling is obviously going to be the biggest change.
According to Remy, NatureMed operates with a 4,000 square foot building, but in just a few weeks, that will nearly triple in size, growing to more than 10,000 square feet. Making more room to grow the product.
It's fun coming to work when it's what you like doing.
And more room for people like Manny Villa to get his hands a little dirty.
It's our flowering room.
Villa is the cultivation coordinator.
I'm always learning something new.
He's one of the masterminds in charge of cloning, transferring, curing, and drying the cannabis. He says, like the industry, he's having to adapt to the changes.
It's going in the right direction.
Remy says as more growers expand to keep up with increasing demand, jobs will reflect that.
We're lucky enough to employ 38 people right now. That'll go up to probably closer to 50 around the time of rec. And then once we move next door with the cultivation, we'll be up somewhere around 150 to 175 employees.
Even though it's been a slow process, Remy says big things are in store.
These have just been filled here.
With more jobs added to the area and more people shelling out their green, the economy is going and growing.
All puns intended.
Experts tell us they expect more grow operations like these to pop up all across the area, leaving us with another question. Will the economic trajectory continue, or will it dry up? We've got you covered. I'm Austin Walker, News 4 Tucson.